I might have shown something that I didn't intend. So I'm live. I'm gonna move this, and I'll probably move this down just a little bit. There we go. And today, as you can see in the description box, it is my birthday. I'm 37 years old today. I don't have any makeup on, but whatever. This is my au naturel form. And this is, I love tacos from Springfield, Missouri. This is the tamale. It smells pretty good. I just smelled lettuce, but it's got lettuce on it, so that makes sense. But this is, hey, happy birthday, homie. Happy birthday. This is the tamale from I Love Tacos in Springfield, Missouri. I've got the rice and I've got the beans on the side. We'll try all of these separately, and then probably I'll dump them in together. But I'm going to try this on its own, and then I'll probably take some of their hot sauce, because they do have their own hot sauce. Now, this is the location in Springfield, Missouri that is right over by the Cooper Tennis Complex, right off of Chestnut. It's on Chestnut and, I don't know, Fremont, some road. Definitely not Fremont. It's way over by the highway on the east side of town. I'm gonna crack a cold one. This is my birthday, so I'm drinking a harder lemonade to go with my tamale because I deserve it. This is my day. It does look really good. I don't usually like the lettuce on my stuff, but we'll try it. We'll see how it goes. Yes. So, without further ado, let's open up these utensils and we'll get to tasting. This is the taste without anything on it. Just a little here. I got a piece of the masa there. Yes. Yes. It's kind of hard to get it. Okay, there we go. Look at that. Some tamale, some cheese, all of that goodness. Yeah. Now, frick. I love that finely shredded white cheddar. That's my favorite. That's good. It's like a leafy birthday cake. It is like a leafy birthday cake. It's a leafy day cake. I'm going to attempt to take all my sips off the camera. All right, here we go. This is their hot sauce, so we'll go ahead and see what this thing smells like. Ooh. It's got tomatillos. This is supposed to be their hot version of the sauce. It's kind of warm. It's tasty. It's very tasty. It is. It is. It's going to add a lot to this here. Let's go ahead and put some there. I like a good tomatillo sauce. And they do have a good tomatillo sauce. There we go. All right, there it is. Look at that. Happy birthday to me. Oof. It is hard to find a good one at food joints. This is like a locally owned business. Thankfully, it's not like a chain or anything. They've got good sauce. Who else? There's a few local places, but I find that like the local places are the ones that have good sauce. Man, there's this one place though that's local called Maria's in downtown Springfield. I don't even know if they're still around. But they had, their salsa tasted like marinara. I hated it. Right, straight up marinara. Okay. The heat from that sauce actually builds quite a bit. That's really good. Here's one of my favorite drinks, Big Red. I'm going to stop drinking this in the new year. Number one, it's a lot of sugar. And number two, it's got red 40 in it. Yeah, marinara. It was pretty gross. Made their tacos taste like, you know, in school when you would get the cheese sticks, but it was just like a grilled cheese sandwich cut. And then you dip that in the marinara. That's what it tasted like. But not this. This is, I love tacos. This is good. Now, we've got the Motley Crue sauces. Shout out to Vic Klinko for sending me this box of sauces this over this summer. It's got the really cool Rat Fink Motley Crue on there. And yeah, actually, you know what? I have some Reaper powder that was smoked. It's smoked Reaper powder from a guy here in town. I got it from the farmer's market, but look at these things. I'm going to try this on my tacos. There's a few different kinds. Now, the Vince Neil sauce is a green sauce. I imagine this would probably be decent on tacos. Oh, it's pineapple. No. There was one that sounded real good for tacos. Was it this one? Chocolate habanero. The Nikki Six sauce. I think this is the hottest one. Okay, what's Tommy Lee? Apple cider vinegar and stuff. Garlic habanero. Ooh, that sounds nice. Maybe I'll try just like the most notorious. The Smoky Purr. Thank you so much. I used to just subscribe to Fuego Box. The crew gets into everything. All right, yeah, I'm gonna try the Nikki Six. Nikki Six is going on my tamale. Ooh, God, that's garlicky. All right, here we go. Uh-oh. Oh, there's the lid. Almost thought I lost the lid for a second. Jennifer, thank you so much for showing up. Yeah, I'm just having a nice birthday lunch with you guys. So trying out some different hot sauces on this amazing tamale that I got from I Love Tacos in Springfield, Missouri. Shout out to everybody over at I Love Tacos. If you end up seeing this, it's good so far. You guys are doing a great job over there. Okay. That's a weird flavor combination. I'll read to you what's in it. It's not bad, it's just the flavors don't go as well together as I thought they would. Water, chocolate habanero, pepper mash, apple cider vinegar, carrots, onions, light brown sugar, carrot concentrate. So it's like a lot of carrots and stuff, but I think it's the chocolate habaneros that makes it very floral tasting, which doesn't really go well with the Mexican food. Honestly, I think as far as like the sauce and the food goes, I'm going to use their sauce. I'll use theirs. It's formulated specially to go with their food. So, you know, I've had a lot of good food, and I've had those sauces go with a lot of good food. But I think that, you know, these are designed for each other. So that's what I'll go for. That's what I'll go with. And again, thank you guys all for joining me. This is my birthday stream. If you could, go ahead and hit the like button. That way the algorithm or whatever will show me to more people. I'm trying to build this channel up. It really does help if you hit subscribe and that bell icon. I do this whole year. I'm going to go live every single day. I'm going to build this channel up. I'm going to build up the community, and we'll hang out. We'll have a good time. You can see my progress because I'm gonna set some goals this year, and you'll see me every single day working toward them. For good or bad, I'm just going to put it all out there, and I'll hold myself accountable. But you can crap talk me if you want along the way and help me hold myself accountable. That would be definitely appreciated, and I'm interested in hearing what you guys have to go on. You know, it's weird to think about. We are a quarter of the way through this century already. The 1900s We're almost a quarter of a century behind us. We've got to do something. Not a Hob fan there. I do like habaneros. I just like, there's different peppers for different kinds of food. Mm. Mm. But that's awesome, Jennifer, and I'll help you support your channel and stuff with the color therapy glasses. Man, you know what? I was going to show you my color therapy glasses, but they're in my closet and I still haven't dug them out yet. But I'm going to make a note. I'll have to write down a note. Here's a pen. Get out. Get the colored glasses out. For the next stream. All right. I got the note right here. Get the colored glasses out for the next live stream. I'm going to put that on my pillow. And I'll remember to do it. Full disclosure, one of my goals this year is to stop drinking during the week. I pretty much have given that up. It's not that bad, but if I don't make a conscious effort not to do it, I will make an excuse to do it every single day. And so today's my birthday, so I'm allowing myself to have some drinks and things. I'm not going to get too crazy. I got a Mike's Harder lemonade, and I'm not gonna get too crazy. But this tamale bone of the teeth. Yeah, that's good. I think this whole thing was like $4.50, and like the beans and the rice were like $3.50 each. So if you really think about it, this is a pretty good deal. There's a lot of cheese. You know, it was earlier. It was weird. I was walking to go get this, and I was like, man, I'm alone. I'm alone on my birthday. And then I felt the air, and it's warm outside, and I hate the cold. And I was able to walk comfortably to the restaurant to get my lunch. And it was nice, and it wasn't crowded. It was beautiful. I just kind of like enjoyed the whole thing. It's so weird right now. It feels like it's almost dusk already. And it's like it's not even 3 o'clock yet. It's so weird. But Jen, all right. I'm so glad that you stopped by. Have a good day. I appreciate you stopping by and participating and being a part of the community. I'll pick up this will all get better over time. Just keep hanging out with me, keep being one of my friends, and I don't know, we'll do some cool stuff together. I have a Discord server where I'd like to do like group video chats. I used to do that quite a bit with a lot of the people that are going to be in that new TV show. A lot of them. But this year, I'll stop being so unhinged, and maybe I won't be too crazy to be on television next time. Because I feel like that's what it is. I feel like my mental health has kept me from a lot of opportunities, which is depressing. But with your guys' support, I can make this channel into something cool for us, for all of us, not just for me to be up here and be like, hey guys, what's going on? Hit that like and subscribe. That's irritating. Really what I'd like to do is like, my favorite part of all of this is just to like hang out. And like the comments section is the best part. You know what I mean? Hanging out with people and having chats and seems normal to me, but that's not saying much. Yeah. I'm a weirdo. I'm an eccentric kind of a person, as you can tell. But I feel like I'm a good person. I'm not the nicest person, but I try to be. Like, I try to be nicer all the time. I'm a respectful person. I give respect as it's given, and I always start out from a place of inclusiveness. Man, that was really good. I'm so full from all of it, though, that I don't think I can have any of the beans and rice right now. Which is awesome, because I can just have them later. Look at that. Beans and rice the size of my head. Just do my best and be me. You know what? That's actually a good piece of advice. Because for a while, I was worried about being me, like me. Because I think that, like, I have a lot of anxiety and a lot of imposter syndrome. So I figured that, like, I had to pretend. I mean, you can go back and look at my old videos. Like, they're over the top. They're kind of cringe. But I just figured people wanted that. So I had to be that. And if I wasn't that, if I was too real, then people wouldn't like me and people would secretly hate me. And, like, I've got all these weird, like, you know, Tommy talks about automatic negative thoughts. I've got those. Definitely. Ants crawling all up in my brain. But I'm here, and I plan on being here for a long time, and I plan on making content for a long time, and that feels pretty good. I'll find some stuff to talk about. We'll do some cool stuff. I actually, if I just made videos about the stuff that I think about all the time, I have plenty of content for us to talk about. A lot of cool conversations. All right, so. Uh-oh. I didn't click that. Okay. Here we go. Venom. Venom energy drinks. These are probably... Here, I'll clip this. Happy birthday, dude. Just be you. If people don't like it, it's their problem. Thank you, Charlie. Hey, Charlie. I was stumbled across one of my old Pokemon ROMs from Emerald. And so wherever I put in, like, people from the Chile community and stuff. And I was thinking about working on a new one. Just completely redoing it from the top. And putting all the people who matter to me and this channel into the game. And maybe I could just like live stream putting people into the game and doing the artwork and things like that. I think, man, something is being weird on my phone. Like, it keeps, here, let me try to cool it off with this cam. But it is fun. I don't know if you guys can see this. Did it reconnect? I don't know. I'm having some trouble. Oh, not only naming the Pokemon, putting the people, you guys, I'll be able to put your faces into the game as Pokemon. Instead of Pokemon, it'll be you. And then I'll go around the world catching you guys, training you to have cool moves, and then we will go and the way Pokemon usually works is you go to these different gyms, right? There are there's 8 gyms across the world. And then there's the League of, the Pokemon League. But I'm going to call it the League of Fire, okay? And each one of the gyms is going to be a hot pepper eating contest. And the trainers in the gyms are going to be pepper growers. And they'll have individual kinds of peppers, and those peppers will have moves like burn and like incinerate and all kinds of like fire sort of stuff that'll cause you to burn. And then the people, you guys, your moves will be things like endure and like bite and then milk drink and things like that. That way they're real moves inside of the Pokemon game, but within the framework of the story, it's all chili competitions. And so the whole idea of the game is to go around and instead of collecting Pokemon, you collect different strains of hot peppers from the tall grass all over the world. And then you can put those in, okay, so my idea is to put, instead of the Pokemon daycare where you can go put two kinds of Pokemon to get, a baby Pokemon, instead of the daycare, I'm going to make it be like maybe Jimmy Pickles or Troy Primo or something. You go take him to Peppers, and he like breeds them together and gives you seeds that you can go ahead and hatch or whatever and sprout, and that turns into your new Peppers or your new, whatever. Like, there are rules. You see how excited I'm getting? There are rules within the game of Pokemon that will allow us to make a really cool Pokemon game. And I tried to make one a few years ago, and I got really far. I basically did all of this, but I was just learning how to do it, so it's kind of clunky, and the ROM file kind of doesn't work as well as I want it to. But I know how to do it the right way now, and I'm confident that definitely within the next few months, I can have a complete game just absolutely, completely finished. And then it'll be really cool. We'll have different peppers and things. Oh, this is the Venom energy drink. Probably the worst thing for your health in the world, but Boots Zdorov. So that's one thing that we'll be working on, is a fun community video game. And then the Pokemon thing, yeah, that'll be fun. And then I want to trade seeds more. I do have a group called the Ozarks Chili Heads, and I would like to start doing meetups with the group so we can swap seeds, swap peppers, taste hot food together, maybe make videos and stuff. That would be cool. I'd like to do more with that. I have a page called the 417's Hottest that was basically me ripping off hot ones. I'd still like to do that. Maybe interview some bands and eat hot food with them and interview them and talk about stuff. That was cool. I also really love hot pepper trivia, so I'll probably be doing a lot of hot pepper trivia throughout the year, as well as interviews with different growers. I've been talking to Jimmy Pickles pretty much all day, and me and him are kind of on the same page. We got a lot of work. You can see I'm like getting hot in here. It's so weird. It's December and I'm getting warm. I usually have my fan on though, so my body's just probably like, hey, there's no fan, so how in the heck am I gonna do that? But yeah, this channel, I have a lot of stuff that I work on actively throughout the year that I just haven't been making content about. And it's really unfair because I sing, I do computer hacking stuff. I do, well, not computer hacking, ROM hacking. I play video games. I don't do anything illegal, but I have fun. I should tell people about that. And that's something that Tommy left me like a 4-minute message about a month ago that just kind of had me like shaking, because he was like telling me, just all these nice things about myself and how he supports me, and just, nothing that I didn't already know that he hasn't told me before, but the way he just said it kind of just made me almost cry. My knees got kind of weak, and I was like, you know what? You are right. I shouldn't be holding myself back. I shouldn't be doing this. Like, I have the support of so many people. I know how to do this. I'm sort of charismatic. I'm decent at talking in the camera. I'm not a horrible person to look at. I'm funny and witty, and I have all these talents and stuff, and there's no reason why I can't do this, but there are other people out there doing it. My imposter syndrome has basically kept me from being me. And so this year, my 37th year, no more. 7 and 3 make 10. And that's a number that's complete. That creates a 1. I don't know what that means, but if you're out there and you're a numerologist, tell me what the 1 is. New beginnings or some stuff like that, probably, I'm wondering. The interview thing is cool. Look up Foodinati. That guy is based where I used to live and interviews bands eating hot stuff. Okay, yeah, I'll look that up. I like that, and I have a decent area. I've got decent places I can meet people to do things like that. There's all kinds of cool stuff around town. I used to do a morning show from this place called Classic Rock Coffee, and it's a coffee shop that's made to look like a music venue, sort of. And then they have a music venue in there, and they've got these meeting rooms and things with guitars hanging on the walls and all this stuff. So it's a really cool area, and you get in the meeting rooms, you don't have to pay for them. You just kind of reserve them. So I could start doing that. They've got Wi-Fi and stuff. I could take my computer and do a whole live stream. I've got gear. There's no reason why I can't do that. Yeah. There's a lot of stuff that I'm going to do. As long as you guys will watch it, I'll keep doing cool stuff. Seriously. Tommy told me, he said, D-Man, there's no reason why you shouldn't be getting paid to be you, to do what you do. And it's not like based on ego or something. He knows that I do a whole lot of stuff, and he was telling me that he believes in the things that I do. And man, I don't even know if I believe in the things that I believe in the things that I do. I just don't know if I believe in myself doing them. And that's the freaking crime. You know what I mean? Like that's the thing I'm going to have to get over. That's my hurdle. That self-defeating little voice that tells me that I'm an imposter. That's what I'm going to get over. That's my thing. And the feeling that I'm alone, because I know I'm not alone. I've got a lot of good friends, and hundreds of people have been telling me happy birthday today on Facebook. I was off of Facebook for a whole month. And last night, after midnight, I downloaded again so I could, appreciate the people who tell me happy birthday. That's cool. Charlie, you're right. Same. We got to both get over it. You do have to get over it. I have to get over it. I'll help you if you're around here, and I'll help you as much as possible. And you're going to help me just by existing, man. You're awesome. We can do this, and I don't know where my spicy stuff is. I'm going to train my tolerance up this year so I can maybe start doing some competitions. I don't want to make too big of a deal about it yet because I don't want to put the horse before the cart, but I do want to start doing competitions again. I think it would be cool at least to do some stuff for the League of Fire. I'm thinking about it. I've got, I think, 13 points worth of stuff. I've got 6 chips and a tube of terror, or a tube of terror 2.0. So if I do 6 chips and that tube of terror, that'll bring me up 13 points this year. And then I've got to find some other things. Man, I wish that I had access to some of those old challenges, like that chocolate bar. There was a chocolate bar. You paid $20 for the chocolate bar, and it went to go help homeless people eat. It was basically like a food project thing. And so you pay $20 for this little square of chocolate. You eat it, and it wasn't very hot at all. The whole challenge was just to pay the money. And man, I wish I had like $600 worth of those, because I could just sit on camera and make some freaking points. It shouldn't be a big deal. Just do what seems fun and see where it leads. There's plenty of stuff on League of Fire on the easier end. Yeah, I was thinking about doing some Old Agnes or something like that. I haven't talked to Steve and Michelle, though, in a while. When all that stuff between me and Dave Doran went down, Steve and Michelle just blocked me without saying anything, which is weird because I was talking to them, and like they had sent me some stuff in the mail, and it went to the other end of town. It was like I was on the south end of town, and it got sent to north or something like that. And so it got marked as delivered, but I never got my stuff. And the post office was just like, oh, sorry, I can't do anything about it. And so before I was able to get a hold of Steve and Michelle about that, the whole stuff with Dave went down, and they blocked me. And so I'm like, okay, I didn't do anything to you guys. Like, that was so weird. And I think that is one of the things that kind of adds to my whole, like, brain telling me everyone hates me, because like there are people who were like that, who were treating me like really great friends and stuff, and as soon as all that stuff went down, they just kind of, without saying a word, just ignored me and blocked me, and now I don't know if people have problems with me, because that happens so much, and it's like I have such anxiety over it, but it's something I'm going to have to get over. I don't know, they seem nice enough people, so hopefully they see past drama from years ago. I know, man, and that's the thing. I don't have anything wrong. Like, I don't have literally any problems. Like, I know that it was all about the drama from back then, which is, like, unfair. Like, the whole thing is unfair. And people have told me, they're like, hey, the Sons of Fire is completely different from back then. It's not based, it's not a international so much as it's got chapters, in different countries, and they're all, like, individually led and stuff. Like, people have described it. Oh, I've gone silent? So that's great. The audio, oh, it's because I was getting a phone call. Because people don't know how to text message first. It was my mom. It's ridiculous, man. I don't know of anybody these days who calls before texting unless the house is on fire. You text first. Ugh. I've said that to her many, many times. Mom, text me, text me, text me. I'm not going to answer the phone. I'm not going to answer the phone. Especially if I'm on a call or if I'm on a thing. Yeah, I know I'm back because I had to push no to my mom's call. She was hijacking my audio. Ugh. Man. Yeah. I'm done with all that drama stuff. I'm done with all that crap. And I'm also done with assuming everyone hates me if I can help it. I don't want that anymore. I don't want to assume that nobody likes me because everybody I know who's close to me loves me. I mean, unless they're lying, but they don't. I mean, if I hated somebody, I wouldn't expressly tell them encouraging things constantly. And that's what people do. They give me encouragement. And I feel like I'm the only one who gets down on myself at this point. Besides trolls, but trolls are going to troll. I mean, that's what they do. That's their whole life and definition of existence. Now, just for the record, I'm not mad at my mom. I'm just irritated because I was talking and I kind of got sidetracked. But yeah, man, I'm gonna do this. This is gonna be good. We'll hang out, and one of the things that I would like to do is just start doing like a recap, like a weekly recap. I wonder if there's a way for me to see like the submissions for the week on the League of Fire website. Like, like I wonder if there's a filter that says like, these are the videos that have been submitted this week. That would be really cool. Because if I could do that, then I could like give highlights, highlights for the week. And by the way, I don't have any associations or ties or anything to the League of Fire. I just think that it's a cool organization to exist. I think that it's nice that we have an international table of ranking for this. Because there's rankings for everything. There's rankings for speed runs, on video games. That's pretty cool. I don't know about that, but you can follow individual people in challenges and get notified when certain things are submitted. Okay. So I wonder if I can I'm gonna have to go on there and look for a while. Because I wonder if you can follow just like the main current year's rankings. You know what I mean? Like the 2023, 2024 thing. Ask me if you get any problems. Okay, I will. I'll do that. I also need to update my profile. I haven't had my profile up. Excuse me. I haven't had my profile updated since 2023. No, it is 2023. 2020 is whenever I did that. And my hair's a lot longer now. I've got a cooler shirt now. I've got like 30 of these shirts. I go to the Hobby Lobby and I get them for like $3 or $4. And then I get a gallon of bleach for like $2. And then I get them all wet and then I crunch them up in weird ways and then I bleach them. And they end up looking like Trent Reznor made them or something. And I get a $25 shirt for negligible money. I thought about maybe making these and then having my logo screen printed on them and then selling them. Would you guys buy one if I had like a Chili Mancer logo and then had one of these shirts? That way you could dress like the Chili Mancer. That'd be kind of neat. Venom energy drink. I'm going to try to not drink Venom energy drinks all the time, but I needed to wake up a little bit. It's feeling like this time of the year, and I've said it once and I'll say it a million times, this time of year feels like the early morning until 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and now it feels like dusk. And you can see the sun coming through the window on me. Like, my light basically does almost nothing. So it's 3 o'clock right now, and tonight at 8:30, I'm going to be going to Schultz and Dooley's on the south side of Springfield to host karaoke once more for my regulars, and hopefully some new people. That might be fun. Having a good time. I might try to live stream some of it. I'm kind of worried about live streaming though whenever I'm working because I don't want to get a copyright violation. Now, a lot of the karaoke music, they don't care, right? Because they know that like the musicians or the companies that make the tracks, they know that people are going to do covers of those songs and upload them because they're karaoke tracks, right? But yeah, but it's the music that's in between the songs that I'm worried about because I don't want to get a copyright strike for playing, Bruno Mars or something like that in between songs. Yeah. Get my colored glasses out for the next live stream. Okay, I need to do that. I looked over and I saw that. So, I guess I'll eat some more spicy stuff real quick. Here, let me show you this. I love this container right here. This is a hard shell container. God, my face is so... Okay, hard shell container. Pretty cool. Unzip. And I have... Oh, you know what? I have a box of these left. Well, not a whole box, but like a dozen. One of the coolest sauce spoons you'll ever see in the entire world. I had these made in a small fishing village in China, in mainland China. And these are handmade. You can tell every single one of these is slightly different. But they are made out of mother of pearl. Beautiful spoons. Beautiful. And they just so much flash. And then the handles are resin with also pieces of shell and mother of pearl inside of it. These spoons, in 2021, I was selling these spoons for $50 each. You could get one of these for $30, or I could do it with a customized box for $50. People were buying them. I have some left. I got out of the whole chili community thing, and so I just stopped selling them. But I still have some left. You could still get some. You won't be able to find one like this. This is an awesome spoon. Yeah, I used to be really into it. But one thing that I love about it, you can just take a sauce like this, and they're just big. It's just a big spoon. And it doesn't change the flavor of the sauce. The only other person I've ever seen with a spoon that comes close to this is Johnny Scoville. His spoon is cool. Like it's nice and thick and it's like a better version of the ones that you get on Amazon. I love it. But this one, that's awesome. I also have some other spoons that I had custom made. They're magic wands out of different kinds of like rare wood. And in the handle, like the wand comes out like this. In the handle is the spoon. So you can use the thing and then cast a spell on somebody, I guess. But I love these little things. Can't say I ever noticed the flavor of the sauce change on a spoon, but the thing that it's whenever the metal of the spoon, like a metal spoon, touches your tongue, you can tell, and especially if it's a high acidic sauce, like if it has tomato in it and it's a metal spoon, you'll kind of get like a metallic flavor. Now, in a lot of hot sauces, you won't probably notice too much. But anything that can conserve the flavor of the sauce. Now, these kinds of spoons were originally created for caviar, so they weren't originally created for hot sauce or anything like that. But when you're a connoisseur, you got to have connoisseurial tools. You know what I mean? Very, very fancy. Hey Charlie, how far are you along on your Pokemon game? And that's not me going like, hey, how far are you? That's me going like, hey, I'm interested. How far along are you? And because I finished the entire game, Alpha Sapphire and the Delta episode as well afterwards. Now I just have to go kick butt at the battle tower or the battle maison or whatever it is. Wherever you go after you beat the whole game, and then you battle and you can earn different things by completing the different challenges and the battles. You have 6 badges on Auras now, I think. All right, cool. I just started a game in Y, And I literally started the whole intro to the game and then just saved it as soon as I got, like, you know, as soon as my character populated in the overworld map or whatever. And then I just saved it, shut it off. And I'm like, that was yesterday. I had to go to work, so I couldn't really keep playing, but I'm definitely interested. Now that I have Alpha Sapphire beat, I'm interested in beating Y. And then I also have Sun. Do you have Sun or Moon? Maybe I'll buy Moon as well so I can play with somebody. I have a game in Y. I have one badge. Sweet. So we actually have both of those same Pokemon games? That's pretty cool. Yeah, I got this for free with one of my Game Boys. This is supposed to be set in a world that is reminiscent of Hawaii, called Alora. Hold on, let me make sure that's real. Yeah, the Alora section or whatever it's called. But these aren't compatible. You can't trade this with any of the other 3DS Pokemon games. So what's the point? You can trade it with Sun or Moon. I'm like, well, those Pokemon are just kind of like trapped in that world then. That's like a weird dimension, you know, like, give me my Pokemon. I want to be able to trade them. That was a pretty good lunch. I got stuff stuck in my mouth, though. There we go. Got it out. Oh, phew. Yeah. Yeah, I got X, Y, Sun, Moon. And did I show you this? This is my Ambernick RG35XX. I got this for, I think, $60 from a guy on Marketplace. You can buy them for that much online, brand new. But it plays everything from old Game Boy and Atari and arcade games all the way up to PlayStation 1. And yeah, PlayStation 1. Here, let's see if I can. Is this backwards for you guys? It doesn't say. Okay. PlayStation 1, Vertical Arcade, CPS game, Neo Geo, FBA, MAME, which is more consoles, Game Boy Advance, Nintendo, SNES, SMS, Master System, that's Sega, Genesis, Game Boy Color, Game Boy, and a whole bunch of other ones, and they're all like, there's thousands of games for each one of those. That looks like my childhood. I had one of those clear purple Game Boy Colors. Yeah, exactly. I love this. I never had a clear purple one, but I always wanted one. I thought that they were cool. And this is the one that I got. Now, I did download the game. This is my Pokemon Chilimancer version game. It's one of the original ones. And I'm going to put you guys in this. I'm going to do that this year. That's going to be one of my cool projects for the channel. And yeah, I think that'll be fun. This is a good time. One of the cool things that I did to change the game was I don't know if you can tell, I made the little guy, instead of Ash or whatever, he looks like me. It's a little wizard with a little red robe on with a hood. It looks pretty cool. I had to animate every single one of those little sprites myself. And it took forever. It took an entire day just to do it. Just to do the one little, like the dude, because you have to animate like 4 different images for each direction he's looking. Well, yeah, because what it does is it'll just duplicate for each side, so it'll just mirror image it. But for front, back, and then either left or right, you have to change it and draw pixel by pixel each one of those little things and make sure they're consistent and everything. It's a lot of fun, but it is a lot of work. I love it. I like playing this game. I'm going to shut this off, though. The one thing that I don't like about this is that you can't link this to another one to battle Pokemon or anything. This is all self-contained, so whatever you get on here is what you're going to get. Like, you're not going to be able to trade Pokemon between cartridges. or people. Now, they do have another company makes one that looks identical to this, right? Except for it has, I think it's got like joysticks on it or something. But it's actually got Bluetooth. So you can Bluetooth Pokemon to other people, and you can battle, and you can actually do stuff with it. And it costs around the same, I think. Might be about $100 or something. The Lifeboat. Happy 37th, my brother. You are a beast, D-Man. Big love, brother. Tommy, I love you. Thank you so much for stopping in, man. Seriously, like, it means a lot to me that you've been helping me out so much. I was just talking to you earlier about how, like, you were encouraging to me the other day, and it really did make a big difference. I saved the voice message that you sent me on my phone, and sometimes I listen to it whenever I feel down on myself, and it helps me to not feel as down on myself, and it's done wonders for helping me be more consistent on my channel, and it gives me some hope that the stuff that I am capable of doing, I should do, and that I shouldn't keep acting like I have no hope. Yeah, you give me hope, bro. I appreciate it. That feels really good. There's a lot of lip service that people give because they don't know what to say. But you've been one of my really close friends, and it was like you knew exactly what to say to kind of shake me out of it. You know, you were like, there's 600 different ways that I've tried to tell you that you're worth it, and that you're able to do it. And I'm just like, man, you're right. You have given me like 600 different reasons to believe it, and I appreciate that. But yeah, it is my birthday. I wish you could come out and hang out with me and maybe sing some songs and everything. I do work at a restaurant, which is cool. They got some decent food. Got some really good food, actually, and everything. But yeah, one day. I was thinking about getting a tattoo, and I don't want to tell you exactly what it is yet. I have to talk to my tattoo artist, but once I get it drawn up, I'll send it to you. But yeah, it's a Tommy-inspired tattoo. Let's just put it that way. You just missed out. I had a delicious tamale and some hot sauce that was made at I Love Tacos in Springfield, Missouri. Oh man, I'm looking oily today, but it's not oil, it's sweat. I'm literally just wet right now. I'm moist. I'm getting moist. Sorry you ran off. Getting birthday phone calls too. Yeah, it's both of our birthdays. This is a birthday extravaganza for the ages. How old are you, by the way? Confession, I've never had tamales. I don't even know what they are really. Okay, so tamales are like... Okay, have you ever had pulled pork? Like barbecued pulled pork? Not with barbecue sauce necessarily, but like a slow roasted meat that kind of like just pulls apart. Imagine that with some nice like chili spices and some seasonings in it. And then 42. Awesome, dude. We're pretty much the same age. I mean, like I'm 37, 42, that's within 5 years. So tamales are like that, but inside of cornbread. So imagine some barbecue, not barbecue. It doesn't have barbecue flavor. It is a Mexican spice and pepper spice flavored like a pork. And then wrapped around that is kind of like the only way I can describe it is like a cornbread. And then that's wrapped up inside of a corn husk, and they're boiled or steamed. They're steamed actually. So it turns into like a burrito sort of a deal. And you can eat them with a fork, or you can, man, my phone it's getting hot again, I think. It keeps on selecting things on the screen. I'm not. Gotta blow my phone off. That sounds weird. Yeah, tamales are the best. If you ever come to the U.S., I'll take you to get some real, authentic Mexican tamales from a real Mexican. There's a lot of them. I'm veggie, so no, but I know what you mean. Okay, hey, you know what? I'm sure that we can make a veggie tamale. And if there's no such thing as veggie tamales, I'll make one for you. What do you usually like to... Texturized soy protein. Are you good with that? If you're good with texturized soy protein, or if you're good with Beyond Meat, I could probably make you a good tamale. Yeah, soft in texture. I say cornbread, but it's not like... It tastes kind of like cornbread. Man, my phone, I swear, it's just getting real warm and it keeps selecting things. One day, one day I'll be streaming from my laptop whenever I can get I need to get a car. That's the thing that I'm going to do. That's one of my goals. I think I might set up like a vision board for the channel. You know what I mean? And I'll be able to like, maybe I'll put a thing on my wall, right? And then I'll put my camera pointing toward it, and then I can like start sticking things up there on live stream. And that way I can give updates on, you know, the stuff that I need to get in my life. Because first off, I need to get in shape because I'm lumpy. I need to whiten my teeth. I need to get covered in awesome tattoos. This is my Pokemon tattoo. And my Hanson tattoo. And I got some hot peppers over here and a squid. I'm going to get a lot of tattoos. I'm going to get a car. I'm going to stream every single day, at least once. I don't know why my phone is getting warm. I'm sure that it's because I'm having a good time. But yeah, I'm going to do that. I've got some goals. I got some things I want to do. And hanging out with you guys is one thing. I have no social life. But that could be a good thing, you know? Not having a social life means that you guys can be my social life. Just don't stream so often you get burned out from it. Make sure it's all fun. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, I don't mind streaming every single day and just kind of like going over the news and... Oh my God. Okay. My phone. It's weird. The menu keeps popping up and it keeps selecting your comments and it's like, would you like to report this? I'm like, heck no. Stop doing that. One with cats. Shell, happy birthday, sweetheart. Happy birthday to me, Shell. Thank you so much for stopping by. I'm trying, to have a great birthday, and it's working out. I don't know if you guys know this, but I struggle with negative thoughts a lot. Not only negative self-talk, but like negative, like if I see something I disagree with, I immediately go like, that's wrong. I need to correct it. I don't need to correct nothing, man. Everybody has their own opinions. Everybody has their own perspectives, and sometimes people are wrong from our perspective, and maybe we're right, objectively, maybe we are right sometimes, but who cares? Who cares if we're right? Is it going to change the world? Is it going to make taxes lower to be right on the internet? Is it going to make the price of gas go down? Is it going to let a millennial buy a home? No, not even a little bit. You know what we should do is we should just stop caring about what each other's think. Yeah, it's doing the thing again. Stop caring about what each other's think. I don't want to know everything that's happening in everybody's mind all the time. And I think that's something that we kind of like missed out on as a society because of like the way that the internet is. We're so used to giving out our opinions and seeing opinions and interacting with them that we realized that like 25 years ago, the only thing you knew about people was how they treated other people. And that's the only thing that mattered, how you treated somebody else, how you think, your opinions all the time. That didn't matter. People could have crap opinions about stuff, but they could be a good person, and actively a good person. I think that's what, Christianity says a whole lot. It says we're all sinners. You know what I mean? And that is the whole idea, is that we're all sinners. But I think that most people hear that and they think, oh, well, that's kind of self-deprecating. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, like it's beating yourself down. We're all sinners. And really, I think of it as the opposite. I think that, like, whenever you realize that we're all kind of crappy, you stop correcting everybody as much. We all have moments of weakness. We all have times where we're just grumpy, or that we just didn't eat enough that day and our brains are being scumbags, or like sometimes we have experiences that kind of ruin our perception of certain interactions, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like, we're human. The important part, though, is that we don't act on all of our urges to be a dickhead about it. I struggle with that a lot. I'm not going to lie. There's a lot of people who don't like me because I've said something that was probably hurtful, but in the context, I didn't feel like it's hurtful. Now, I'm the kind of person that if you're straightforward with me and you have a legitimate thing to talk about with me, then like I try not to be butthurt about things in the first place. So like I can take it. I guess I haven't been as tactful as I should about my considerations for other people's propensity to be able to take it as well, to take criticisms or to take oppositional positions, But I'm not looking to be a butthole to anybody anymore. I'm not looking to correct everybody. You know what I want to do? I want to grow some hot peppers. I want to build my tolerance to hot things. I want to go to some conventions finally this year. I want to make a cool community with you guys and hang out and maybe trade some Pokemon. I want to create some games. I want to do some trivia. I want to go on adventures and live my life to the fullest and stop waiting for a meteor to hit. So that's what I'm going to do, and it'll be good. Doesn't matter. Can't get caught up in that ruination anymore. Yep, exactly. You can't get caught up in it anymore. I can't get caught up anymore because it's going to ruin my life, because I'm going to spin around and around and around, and I'm going to get so dizzy from all of that spinning that I won't be able to function. Won't be able to do anything in my life, and then I'm useless. And I'm not useless. I can make the decision to not be useful. But as an objective thing, I'm not useless. You're not useless. Nobody is useless. We all have aptitudes, and we all have a value and a purpose. And whenever we ignore that, that's the real sin, in my opinion. Like, I'm not trying to preach at anybody, and I don't necessarily have any specific religion, but I do study concepts and philosophical concepts. And, you know, if you know the right thing to do and you choose to not do it because of laziness or whatever, that's a sin. That is missing the mark of the way that things should be. But that's the definition of sin. It comes from an archery term that means to miss the mark. Spicy Punk Rocker, happy birthday, bro. Thank you so much for that. Guys, Spicy Punk Rocker is a spicy punk rocker. It's Shoe Nice's nephew, actually. If you know Shoe Nice, he's the guy who got famous for eating deodorant and all kinds of things. All right, everybody, what's going on? It's Shoe Nice. I love that guy. He was really funny. I got into Shoe Nice around the same time that like the LA Beast came out, and it was right after Ted Barris, the fire-breathing idiot, or maybe right around the same time, actually. But love them, love you, Spicy Punk Rocker, and keep rocking it out. I want to do a music collab with you sometime. I'm in a band now. We don't have a name yet, but we've had like 3 or 4 practices where we've rehearsed. My bass player has a recording studio at his house, so we're going to start recording music as soon as we start writing new music. And maybe I'll have a guest feature for you. You know, maybe you can jump on and wiggle some strings with us. Pepper face. Pepper face. I got a pepper right here. There's a little pepper on my arm. Man, this light is like not as bright as I'd like it to be because the sun shining all up in my face. God, my ring light is up as far as it'll go, and that sun is still, that is wild. I feel like the moon, look. It's an eclipse. Ted Barris did some hate videos on me. I wish I saved them before they were deleted. Are you serious? That's awesome, dude. Ted's one of the OGs, but he's also like, he's been tormented by trolls so much that he I don't know, I don't want to call him paranoid, but I mean, he has a short tolerance for any kind of BS whatsoever, and he's a very abrasive kind of a guy. So, you know, you got to take him how you get him. You know what I mean? You can't expect any kind of civility or anything like that, and I don't think it's appropriate to expect that from almost anybody anyway. But if you watch his stuff, you know, he's character. Definitely, he always has been. So, oh man, look, I don't want to talk about it in the stream right now, but definitely message me because I'm interested in hearing about that. It's not that I want to hear the drama. It's that I'm interested in hearing what Ted Barris had to say about you. Because I don't know. You're not really a troll, are you? I haven't known you to be too trolly. I've known you to have to deal with some trolls, just like we all have. It's funny. It's like everybody who actually does stuff always has to deal with trolls at some point. I used to get a lot of trolls on this channel because I don't eat extremely hot things all the time. I'm not like Johnny, you know what I mean? Like, Johnny eats challenge level stuff multiple times a week. And I eat I eat a few spoonfuls of hot sauce and my insides are cramping. So this channel's always been about appreciating spicy stuff and not necessarily doing like the craziest challenges, which I think is cool because whenever I actually do a challenge, that means, you know, like it's that much more intense and everything. But I used to have people who would come to this channel and they'd be like, you're a wimp, you can't eat the hottest stuff. Like, why do you keep eating like this wimpy stuff? Eat more than a habanero. And I'm like, dude, this is not about eating the hottest stuff. This channel is about people who appreciate spicy stuff, who maybe haven't really eaten anything more than a jalapeno, who want to build a community around the fun, cool aspect of building your tolerance. Building the tolerance is the fun part, in my opinion. Building tolerances is the fun part because, like, whenever you eat a serrano pepper and it lights you up, and then you eat one again the next day, and then the next day, and you start realizing that, hey, this doesn't hurt as much anymore. You know, that's a really cool feeling. And then whenever you get it to like a habanero level, that feels like you've got a superpower, because like once you start eating habaneros every day, I kid you not, if you do it for like a week straight, capsaicin starts coming out of your skin. Your tears start feeling spicy. When you sweat, you can feel it. You almost always feel some kind of spice feeling. I mean, do you guys deal with the same thing? That's what happens to me, at least. I'm driving, I gotta run, but I wish you a great birthday, my friend. Spicy Punk Rocker, you take care, bro. I love you, man. It's easy for people to like that to criticize you when they can't do it themselves either. Yeah, that's true. And a lot of those guys, they can't. And not only can they not eat spicy foods, or maybe they can, whatever. I'm not trying to like invalidate anybody, but what I can say about them is that they're usually not doing more than I am in other ways. You know what I mean? They're usually not very charismatic. They're probably kind of, you know, mediocre in the looks. They're probably mediocre in the personality and the wit. They're probably mediocre in talent. You know, a lot of people, I've seen a lot of people who are like, yeah, I could have a challenge. I could have a channel like yours too if I had all that expensive equipment. And like, dude, I'm doing this entire channel right now on my iPhone XR. That's like a 6-year-old phone. Like, it's a piece of junk. And like, I just know how to use iMovie to green screen and stuff. Like, I trick my phone into being able to do better stuff than it's really supposed to do. I use multiple layers, and so like I make the most out of what I have. Like, it does take some kind of a resourcefulness to be able to do it. You know, like a lot of people think that I have like a lot of money or something. Dude, I have no money. Like, I have nothing. I don't even have a car. That's what some of my goals this year are about, like getting a consistent income and then having a car. Cause like I could live under a bridge and probably be okay with it, but I want more out of life. I want to have enough money to have my own place, have my own car, to be able to go to different conventions and hang out with you guys and make content and contribute to society in some way. You know what I mean? I want to be able to, I think I'm good at hosting stuff. Like I've hosted things for years. I've hosted morning shows. I've done like radio talk shows. I've done podcasts, and I've hosted live events. I'm a karaoke host every week for the past 2 years. Like I love hosting things. I like being fun and in the public and you know, doing all kinds of fun stuff. And so that's what I would like to do with my life. I think that that's an aptitude that I have, and I shouldn't be ashamed of admitting that. I think that my imposter syndrome comes from the fact that so many people who I don't respect are clamoring over themselves to try to do the same sort of thing. Like, these days in society, everyone wants to be an influencer. I don't want to be an influencer. I want to host things. You know what I mean? Like, I want to be like a mediator of a community or something. And that's what I used to do. But you got this. Dude, thank you. I appreciate that. Fact. Yep. But that's really, you know, what I'm doing right now. I've gone a little bit over an hour. But guys, if you haven't already, hit the like button, and you know, for my birthday, if you could, I know this is a lot to ask, and I don't usually ever ask for this, but if you could, if you have a community tab, could you share my channel and, you know, just tell people out there to give me some love, and maybe if they like stuff like I do, they could check me out. I don't usually ask anybody for anything, but I really would like to get this channel rolling, and I want to be more of a positive influence instead of a... One thing that sucks about being intelligent on any level is that you notice things, right? You notice when the world around you, something doesn't resonate right. And my brain sees those things a lot and picks them out, and they stick out really loud. And so I'm going to have to train myself to stop noticing the negative things that stick out and start training myself to transmute those things into the positive sides. You know what I mean? And it's just like the same thing about like transforming my negative thoughts, my automatic negative thoughts, into positive affirmations. You know, sometimes I have this thing, right? And I'm not going to lie. Sometimes I'll just be sitting there and I'll be thinking about something and it'll make me cringe a little bit, and then my mouth, without even me thinking, I'll just say, I hate my life. But I don't hate my life. It just comes out. And so like catching that and then saying something positive instead of that is so important. And I can see that and I know that. And that's going to be one of my things that I work on. You know what I mean? Along with a lot of stuff, you know. That's what all of this is, I think, is taking the things that I'm unhappy about with my life and actively transforming them into something that I'm going to be proud of. Somebody I can be proud of being, and a channel that I can be proud of existing in something that I know contributes to everybody. I think that would be good. It would make me feel good to be able to do that. But guys, I'm not going to keep you forever. I will be going live later on today. Thank you so much for hanging out and chilling with me. This has been Donnie the Chilimancer. This was my lunch, and this is my birthday. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I love you. Oh, also, there's a link to my Discord down in the description box. If you want to join my Discord server, go ahead and click that button. It'll take you straight through Discord. If you don't already have a Discord account, it'll show you how to set one up pretty easy. So I will see you there. This has been Donnie the Chilimancer once more. Have a wonderful day, and if I don't see you until then,